Hi friends, welcome to our channel We Educate. நம்ம சேனல் இதுவரைக்கும் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாமல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுறேங்க. இப்படி பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற பெல் பட்டனை அமைக்கி ஆல் அப்படிங்கிற ஆப்ஷன் அமைக்கிறேன். Hi friends, welcome to the session. Now I will say some examples. You have to identify what are they. Carbon, oxygen, potassium, sulfur. So what are they? These are called as elements. We are using metals and non-metals in our daily activities. We are feeling difficult to differentiate metals and non-metals. Don't worry, after watching this video, you can easily differentiate metals and non-metals. Scientists used two methods to decide whether it is a metal or a non-metal. They are physical properties and chemical properties. In this video, our focus is on to be physical properties. As following the physical properties, first we are going to see about physical properties of metal. The first property is ductility. What is ductility? The property of making elements into a thin wire is called ductility. Example, aluminum wires, copper wires. The metal copper is made into a thin wire and is used in electric wires which conducts electricity. Aluminium is a good conductor as compared to copper. So why they didn't use aluminium as a conducting wire? Because aluminium is more expensive as compared to copper. So they use copper in electric conducting wire. Now we shall move to the next property, which is malleability. What is malleability? Malleability is the property of elements that can be made into very thin sheets. Metals such as aluminium is used as a foil in restaurants to parcel food. Gold foil is used in science experiments, mainly that is used in alpha scattering experiment. Do you know what's the real name for alpha scattering experiment? The name for that experiment is Rutherford's gold foil experiment. The third property is heat and electric conductance. All the metals usually conduct heat and electricity. Example, silver, iron, etc. Now we shall move to some physical properties of non-metals. Non-metals are straightforward opposite to the physical properties of metals. Non-metals are mostly non-ductile, non-malleable, and are poor conductors of heat and electricity. That means they cannot be made into thin wires, thin sheets, and are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Now we are going to see about 11 major differences between the physical properties of metals and non-metals. They are based on ductility, malleability, conductance of heat, conductance of electricity, state of matter in room temperature, lustrous, tensile strength, melting point and boiling point, sonorous, hard or soft, and last density. Here is the difference table between metals and non-metals. Now let's compare these properties. Metals are ductile. They can be drawn into thin wires. Non-metals are not ductile. Metals are malleable. They can be made into very thin sheets. Non-metals are not malleable. Third property is conductance of heat. Metals are usually good conductors of heat, but there are also some bad conductors of heat. These are called exceptions. So mercury is a exception. So mercury is used in thermometer. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat. So there are any exceptions? Yes, diamond is an exception which is a good conductor of heat. The next property is conductance of electricity. We all know that metals are good conductors of electricity. But are there any exception? Yes, aluminium is one of the poor conductors of electricity, which is a metal. Non-metals are bad conductors of electricity. Graphite is a non-metal which is a good conductor of electricity. So graphite is an exception. We use graphite as an electrode in electrolysis of some chemical process. Both graphite and diamond are pure forms of carbon or allotropes of carbon. The fifth property is state of matter in room temperature. All metals are solids in room temperature except mercury, while mercury is liquid in room temperature. But nonmetals can be solids, liquids, or gases in room temperature. They can exist in any three states of matter. Next, we move to the lustrous property of metals and nonmetals. All metals are usually lustrous, so they are shiny. All nonmetals are not lustrous, they are dull. So, are there any exceptions? Yes, iodine is a nonmetal which is very shiny. Next, we shall move to the hard or soft property. All metals are generally hard. Are there any exceptions? Yes, sodium and potassium are the metals which are very soft so that they can be cut with a knife. Non-metals are generally soft. Are there any exceptions? Yes, diamond is the natural known substance which is very hard. So, diamond is an exception. Next, we shall move to the tensile strength property. Metals are usually strong. They have high tensile strength, but non-metals are weak. They have low tensile strength. Metals usually have high boiling and high melting points. Are there any exceptions? Yes, sodium and potassium have low boiling and melting points. Non-metals are usually have low boiling points and low melting points. Yes, here also have some exceptions. Iodine is a non-metal which have high boiling and high melting points. Metals have sonorous property. What is sonorous? Sonorous property means if a metal is being hit, the sound will come. So metal have sonorous property. Non-metals are not sonorous. If we hit the non-metal, the sound is not produced. Metals density is more as comparing to non-metals. The density is very more. The molecules of metals are very tightly packed. Non-metals have low density. Their molecules are very loosely arranged. Friends, shall we move to the top two questions of this topic? Let's move on. First question. Which is the best conductor of electricity? Write your answer comments below. Second question. Which metal is called the liquid metal? Write your answer comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and share this video. Friends, don't forget to answer the two questions of this topic. Okay friends, please subscribe to our channel and thanks for watching.